Hey, YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about Queen Sugar last night. Okay, it's season 2, episode 7. All right, so things starts off. The family feud fight is still going on. So remember last week they were having this fight because Ralph Angel decided to tell the whole family that he is the rightful owner of the Barlow farm, and so it picks it up there. Okay, he produced the letter. They can't really deny that the letter is actually from their father. They know his voice. It's pretty obvious that he did actually write this. However, let me see. Nova tells him. Okay, so the girls do say, well, the letter was never filed, so maybe on some kind of technicality they could win, but it's obvious what the father's intentions was. Later on, we find out that I'm just wearing these glasses like this because I had to read my notes. And I gotta have some light because I'm too dark. I ain't no too dark. I'm a nice color. Lovely. Okay. So, where was that? Okay, so maybe they could win on some kind of technicality, but Ralph also tells him that he showed the letter to his parole officer, and the parole officer said the letter was legit. But the parole officer is not a lawyer, so if Charlie wanted to fight him over the farm because this letter was not filed with the state or never finalized, kind of thing, where he gives it to his lawyer. I don't know if something like it has to have a notary or not. If you can just write a letter and leave it somewhere. Anyway, they're not going to fight him in that way. But okay, so we start separating into all these little personal conversations, getting some things aired out. First up is Nova and Aunt Vi. So Nova, she goes and she's in a room, and Vi comes and joins her, and she's telling Vi about how disappointed her father was with her. She was not proud of her. She felt like this leaving this farm, taking her out of the will, was a final slap in the face to show his disappointment. Well, what he was disappointed was, it was just like, when you gonna settle down, when you gonna have my grandbabies, give me grandbabies. I guess stuff like that, stuff that any father would be concerned about. I mean, I don't know if there was a big blow up between them or not, but she's very hurt by it. There's a lot of hurt in Miss Nova as far as her father goes. And then I'll skip ahead a couple of scenes. At some point, she confronts. Okay, so a couple of things happen. She comes back, and now Nova confronts Vi and tells her, "Why didn't you tell us? You saw us sitting there arguing about this farm, about the property, and so forth, and you never once mentioned." Excuse me, dust. I just dusted the house. You never once mentioned that you used to own this farm. So apparently, at one point, her and her brother owned the farm together. So Vi goes into that story of what happened, because I guess we never really questioned it, but the farm was left through the family for 3 or 4 generations, all the way back since slavery, when they got it from the laundries. But the farm was left to her and her brother. She got involved with a man at 17, a young girl, married this man. The man was no good. They got a house together, and that's the house that Vi lives in now. Well, this man was putting hands on Vi. Jeez. This man was putting hands on Vi, and her brother found out. So he came, rescued her from that, and he apologized later for not protecting her. He knew the man wasn't no damn good, but she didn't know. She was a young girl. All right, so at some point after while she was with this man, she sold her part of the farm to her brother about that house, and then she had to pay that man off when she split from him, so she has her place. But she lost her inheritance. And she was saying how it was the best thing for her, because her and her brother hadn't spoken for years, up until the time the mother died. They still weren't speaking. But when he came and saved her from that man and apologized to her for not protecting her, they got their relationship back. And Ernest had the farm. Okay, so this history repeating itself. So by maybe that contributes to why Ernest decided it was best to leave the farm to one person, as opposed to leaving it to all three of them so they can fight over it. People will fight over stuff. Anyway, so what happened next? So they're all sitting at the table. I'm sorry, I really got this allergies or dust. Fucking dusty ass house. Should clean more often. Okay. Well, they're arguing there. Charlie gets a phone call, and there's a person. She needs some paperwork done from the office, so she tells Dorla to go and get this contracts out for this person, right? Have them fill out the right forms. Well, and this is where, now I know a lot of people, they love this Ralph Angel. The girls and the guys, they just seem to love this Ralph Angel, but he is really starting to get on my nerves pretty bad, because if you're gonna be smart, be smart. Don't keep saying stupid stuff. So Dorla is working for Charlie. All Charlie said was, could you go, because this is a family issue or something they need to work out between these three siblings. But the reason, she had a legitimate reason why she needed her to go do something. And she started to get up, and Ralph Angel grabbed it. No, don't go. Like it's a tug of war between her and Charlie. Like, I mean, the girl works for her. That's her livelihood. And he don't got no job outside of the farm, so you would think he would want her to go. But he considers that her choosing over Charlie over him. So he's so insecure, he thinks that, but y'all want her to leave so y'all can jump on me. He's a grown-ass man. So Ralph Angel, there's a lot of immaturity about him. Now, they make some pretty good points in this, maybe why he's like that. He is younger than them. And he's insecure, you know. He don't want to mess things up, but he's very, very, very stubborn. And not at all giving. I mean, considering Charlie has poured a fortune into this thing already. I mean, she's paid like $100,000 for damn tractors and stuff. Anyway, so then he confronts her outside. He says, I need you to be on my side, and I need you to choose to be on my. But that's what she did with the other job she had when she was parking cars in the car lot. She left her job to come because he said, I need you with me, Charlie. I mean, I need you with me, Dorla, and all this old stuff. And lost her job. Now he wants her to do it again. So everybody's got to coddle Ralph Angel. If you want to be, you know, the alpha male, the man, then you need to step up and do that. Anyway, he just, I find it, there are parts of his personality that I'm starting to find annoying. Okay, so he grabs her. So she chooses to go. Dorla says, that's my job, and I need to go to work. He considers this a betrayal. Okay, so anyway. All right, so I guess I got to try to keep all of these family get-togethers together. Okay, so family gets together, and they tell Ralph Angel, no matter what that paper says, you are not ready to run this farm. They said, well, you think you could even get it through one season without losing the farm? And he wouldn't. He would be a hard-headed person trying to plow the field, trying to make something happen with no money, no experience in the business side of the farm, and he would lose it. It's as simple as that. For these girls, particularly for Charlie, the way she stepped up and financed this whole thing, unless you're ready to write her a check to give her money back, then he should be a lot more understanding of their plight. So how are they supposed to feel? They're just supposed to just keep putting money in the farm, and he don't barely even want them in the farm, on the farm, or anything else. He just keeps, oh, I'm gonna raise my boy, I'm gonna do that. He's not capable of doing anything at this point. I'm not saying that the man is stupid or anything like that, but I'm saying he doesn't have the business sense to pull to run this farm. So and they confront him, and they basically said, Charlie tells him, "You're not ready. No matter what Daddy thought or said, you're not ready to run this. You can't do this." And Vi agrees. I think Charlie might be right. Maybe Ernest put too much on you. They kill me with these accents. Anyway. Okay, so he's not accepting that. All he's got is just mean mug. He never breaks down and just be human, you know. Just say, you know what? We are family. He is in a constant battle for who is the supreme being. Now, you would think that after he has the paperwork saying that it is his farm, the farm's been left to him, he could be more understanding of other people's plight instead of always have to be so defensive. And now Charlie done gave this girl a job. He don't even want her to go to the job. Choose me. Who you gonna choose? So anyway, he's mad at her. Okay. Next thing is the scene with Davis comes to Charlie's place and brings her a housewarming gift. This is some gift, some Cuisinart ice cream maker or something. Something that he didn't want her to put on their wedding registry. So they had a memory, a personal thing. But she's not bending as far as he goes. At some point she tells him about the article that's been written, and she tells him that she's going to go public with their divorce. This is something she hasn't discussed with him. She made the decision on her own. So, of course, he has an attitude about that. It seems like for a minute there it's going to be some kind of intimacy between those two, but it doesn't end up that way. He gets an attitude because she's kind of spilling the beans. Although I don't know why a divorce would be necessarily bad news considering all the other stuff. Anyway, okay, so I don't have the farm. Charlie throws it. Okay, Remy gets a little too close. By Remy. Okay, so Remy is Charlie's love interest, right? So he's in there and he's telling her about how Ernest would always talk about her and how successful she was. Apparently she's had other successes other than just being Davis's wife. Not only was she his manager, but she had many successes in her life. So he confronts her about saying Ernest said that she was a thinking person, thoughtful about what she does. And he was first appeared to give her kudos for that. And then he's turned it around and saying, well, I'm beginning to wonder if maybe that's the wrong word. Maybe the right word, it would be calculating. So he accuses her of being calculating with the mill, with the farmers, and with him. And she suggests that he leave her office. Get out! Really, please. I think you should go. She ain't ready to deal with that. So they'll still be together. But anyway, I don't know. Okay, she throws him out. Dorla, after she, did her job, she comes back, pick up Blue, to visit Blue. Ralph Angel, still being hard, will not let her in the house. So she just picks him up and takes him fishing or swimming or whatever. He's still being hard because he felt like she chose Charlie over him. This dude, I mean, he's got a whole family there willing to support him. If he would just say just a couple of key things, the whole family would be all supporting Ralph Angel, even if he is the name on the farm. I mean, Charlie Her thing is the mill. She's the mill owner. So they would just... Nobody really wants that farm. I mean, Charlie does not want to be living on no farm. And we already see that Nova is not interested in the farm in that way. It's not that big a stretch that he would be the one raising his family on the farm. They feel slighted because they feel like it was a final disapproval of her. At least that's what Nova feels. But they're not going to fight him on that. So why is he so angry, so bitter? Hell, he's the one who got the farm. He got everything, and he's the one bitter. All right. Nova is about to take off for Atlanta. She got to go see the good doctor. So she's packing her lingerie and things. And that's kind of how it ends. All right. No, it ends actually. Charlie is talking to this reporter that I thought was so suspicious last week. I don't know how I feel about it anymore. But he's questioning her. He wanted to come to the farm to do the interview, but she said, no, let's do it there at the mill. So they're two separate things. Anyway, so we'll pick it up again next week. It was a good episode. Lots of drama. It's a good family drama here. I recommend it.